Po' Boy Special here with a guide to how do I choose exactly what I want for Christmas. Coming right up. So what do I want for Christmas? How do I choose? I mean, there's billions and millions of videos on how to choose the perfect gun for you and the perfect caliber. So how do I choose what I want for Christmas? I've got some examples and I've got some thoughts for you. So first of all, let's see, the whole world has their own opinion on this, that, and the other. For instance, if you go old school, they'll say, oh, the cowboy way is the only way to go. And the nostalgia of this is awesome. I love the single action revolver cowboy gun. They're pretty fun. I understand that. But is it right for me or is it right for you? Let's continue. Continuing with that thought, that's single action only. Some people go old school with revolvers. And here is a snub-nosed revolver. This is a .357 Magnum. And I have no qualms about it. But is this really right for me? Well, let's go on. Some people fit into the really die-hard 1911. 45 ACP in a 1911. I understand that. I get that. Have no problem with the 45 or the 1911. But is it right for me or for you? Let's continue. Some people prefer to go the older route in the military surplus. This is a Makarov. This is a Russian Makarov. And some people like carrying these old military style and surplus weapons. I get that. They're very reliable and they're durable and they've been proven, battle proven. I get it. Is it a choice for me or you? Let's continue. Some people don't go for all the hype and don't go for all that. They just want something really cheap and inexpensive and be done with it. I understand that. And this is a very cheap .380, a Jennings, and like I said, very cheap. I get that. But is it right for me or for you? Is this really what we want for Christmas? Let's continue. Then you have the die-hard Glock fans. Glock this, Glock that. You can't beat it. This is a full-size Glock. And that brings in a whole new argument. And we'll get to that in just a second. But this is a full-size Glock. Some people love the Glock, some people hate the Glock. But is this right for me and you? You go full-size, you go down just a little bit in size, or do you go teeny-weeny, itty-bitty, micro size? And this is a Kel-Tec P32. So, I've shown you a lot of different examples, given you a lot of different thoughts. Here's what I say. You have tons of videos and tons of people saying this is the only one to have, this is the only caliber to have, this is it, you'll never need anything more. I'm going to give you a different school of thought. My school of thought is, number one, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? If your purpose is concealability, then a full size may not be what you want. If your purpose is concealability, then your cowboy style probably isn't the way to go. As neat as they are, as good as they are, but your purpose, like you said, is concealability, you might want to go with a micro or something smaller, or even a smaller 1911 like this Kimber Ultra Carry 2. And if you want to go old school and concealability, you might want to consider the old snubby revolver. Now, number one, what's your purpose? if your purpose is concealability or conceal carry, or if your purpose is just going to be home protection, it's going to sit by your nightstand, then you don't need a little bitty micro. You can go with a larger size caliber or a larger size, maybe a full size. Number 2, what's in your price range? Very important. Number 1 was purpose. Number 2, what's in your price range? Kel-Tec P32, fairly inexpensive. That's well within a price range. When you get into a full-size Glock, you're getting into some money. And when you get into a Kimber and a 1911, you're really getting up there in price. Now obviously there are more expensive ones. I mean, you have your SIG and your H&K and everything, I get that. But I tried to pick some of the more common ones and give you kind of a price range. Surplus, military surplus, probably well within most people's price range. I get that. Number 3, what fits you? First was your purpose. Once you determine your purpose, it'll narrow out a lot. Number 2, what's your price range? That will narrow out a whole lot. And number 3, what fits you? And what I mean by what fits you is kind of the ergonomics. For instance, if you have massive, large hands, this Kel-Tec P32 may not be for you. I have short little nubby hands, so it fits mine very well. For larger hands, you probably want to go with something larger. Larger hands, even the mid-size Glock would fit larger hands. Larger hands also fits very well the old military style. So if you have what fits you, what fits your hand, you may want to go with custom grips like this Kimber has. That helps very well. If you go with the old cowboy style like this, they have custom grips for those cowboy styles as well. They also have custom grips like for this revolver. They have the rubberized grips, they have the wooden, all kinds of things that you can find. Also under what fits you is what can you handle. What do I mean by that? Some people can't handle a gun that has really harsh recoil. For instance, this 357 Magnum is pretty snappy. It has a pretty harsh recoil. Now when you shoot normal 38 loads through it, it's okay. But 357 Magnum is pretty snappy. I wouldn't want to shoot this a lot. It's kind of uncomfortable, to tell you the truth. Some people go with a 9mm Glock, and that's fine. Some people go with a 40. Some people go with 45. Some people say that the 45 is the perfect one in 1911 style. I get that. Some people say that the 32 ACP, very little recoil. And for some people, that's what they want. So, putting it all together, what do I really want for Christmas? First, I got to figure out what my purpose is. Then I have to figure out what's in my price range. And then number 3, what fits me. And you figure out those 3 things, and it will choose you. Because once you start going down that list, your purpose, your price, and what fits you, then there's a lot of things that are automatically ruled out, and there's a lot of things that are automatically ruled in. So for me and my purpose, what do I really want for Christmas? Everything you see here. That's what I want for Christmas. Now, what I want for Christmas is for you to make the right choice, to be informed, to find out what your purpose is, to find out what's in your price range and what fits you. How do you know what fits you? I would recommend going to a gun store that has rentals where you can rent and shoot, and see if you like it. See if you can manage the recoil. See if you like it. See if it fits your hand. See if the ergonomics is right for you. If not, move on and rent something else. And that will help you choose which gun and which caliber is right for you. So what do I want for Christmas? I want you to choose the right thing and to be happy with your choice. From Po' Boy Special, you saw it here. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year with the right choice for you. Because you saw it here on the Po' Boy Special channel.